Good Lord, my car is dirty. So I haven't been washing in a while. I'm gonna wash it this week. What's up, everyone? So I'm going to adjust my Barton short throw shifter. For some reason, second gear has been locking out. I've been pretty much missing second gear. And so I haven't really adjusted this damn thing since I put the dyno mat shit down in here to kind of dampen the noise, since this is trans mounted. So you get a lot of noise, vibration and harshness from the transmission with that being trans mounted like that. But I didn't adjust, the gearing in here. So I'm going to go through, troubleshoot that. The car is running fine. If I'm not trying to snatch second gear, it goes in second gear perfectly. When I'm trying to go full throttle and snap second gear, for some reason it's not letting me go into gear, and that usually means that it needs to be adjusted. And so the shop that put this in, which is Amco, they did a good job putting the transmission and everything in, but I don't know if they actually truly found second gear. So I'm gonna go in and make sure that that they did, and I have to do a lot of test runs to make sure that it is indeed properly seating in the right grooves and all that good shit there. So I'm gonna show you guys how to do that, how to go in and undo the 4 Allen screws and go left to right. And of course you got to test drive it a few times to make sure that you got second gear. And I'm gonna have to do normal driving and spirited driving to make sure that it's going perfectly. And another reason why I think that it's not going all the way in second gear is when I'm driving normally and I'm rolling through the gears, I can kind of feel like the slots where the gears go into. When I go into third sometime, especially fourth gear, and sometimes fifth and sixth, I can feel like the teeth. So think of the slit like this. Feel like I'm hitting the outside or the inside piece of the grooves where the gear's supposed to engage in. The slots, like if you imagine the slots like the inside of the grooves on the slots, that's what it feel like I'm hitting. Before I did the trans mount conversion and before my first transmission went out, I didn't have that issue. The gears were going in fine because from factory it's going to be machine done, so it's going to be going into the slots just perfectly. So it feels like that it's going in the gear, but it feels like I'm hitting that wall where the slot goes. So I'm going to pretty much readjust everything and go from there and see exactly what the problem is. So let me get started. I'm going to take all this off and show you guys after I get everything off, everything that I took off to get to this. And pretty much all you're going to need, if you got the Barton short throw shifter with the one that I got, is a 19-inch wrench, a Allen key, and a 7mm. Come on, focus, motherfucker. Focus. 7, show me the 7. There we go, a 7mm socket. You can probably see a 7 right there because it's not for some reason. There we go, letting me focus. But anyway, let me get started with this shit. It's been a long ass day. I look horrible, guys. Lack of sleep, been busy. Let's get started. All right, guys, step 1, you're gonna remove the top of your Barton short throw shift. Now I already loosened it up, but pretty much take your hand, turn it like this here. Get this motherfucker off of here, like so. You don't want to lose this. This is the lockout nut. So you just kind of put that back down. Take this, set it to the side. Come over here to your console, open it up. It is dirty in here. I got a lot of fucking quarters in here, but pretty much you're going to pry this apart now. I have a blade. Actually, I have a screwdriver here. A flathead screwdriver would do. That you just want to go through. Got a little blue pins in here. Go on through here. You can probably see it. It's easier with both hands, but you want to go in here and pry this off just like that. You see that clamp right there, blue clamps, and do the other side as well. Just like that. If the clamps come off, that is fine. And just kind of get this up for right now. Now, that's it like that. These panels on the side, they pop right off. You just take your hand down there, roll them through. They pop right off. I'm gonna slide this back. I can readjust my seats, memory say. And you're gonna wiggle that off right there. Gotta need to clean my car. It's been just raining out here in Georgia, but I'm gonna do it this weekend. So these are 2 7mm bolts. That's why you need the socket for. And the same thing goes on this side. You're gonna pull this panel off. So, God, my car is horrible. Yeah, it's time to wash this bitch. Ain't been washing over a month. fucking crazy ass. Whatever time you want to wash your shit, it rains. And there goes the other two right there. So that's the next step. It's taking these the fuck off. And make sure when you take these off, you put them somewhere where you don't lose them. So the things we do for our Mustangs, correct? Take that one, put it right there for the time being. I'm gonna move it somewhere else so I won't lose them. Normally I'll be doing this side with my left hand, doing the other side with my right hand. So I won't overwork my hands, guys. Unilateral, you know what I mean? Work both your hands equally so you won't have one small hand, one big hand. But since I'm recording, I gotta use my right hand for everything because I'm right hand dominant. All right, I'm gonna come over here. And you guys probably wonder I burned myself the other day, fucking cooking my ass off. Put that there. And same thing here. That's a bad ass little fucking burn, ain't it? Take that. And we're going to put this here now. The next step is very, 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 very crucial. Now, the assholes that put my transmission in at Amco, they snapped my top, didn't tell me, so that's what that tape is around there to kind of keep it in place. So at this point in time, normally I take my screws for the time being and I set them on the floor right here, just for the time being, because I need to take this off. But you need to be very careful here, guys, when you get ready to pry this damn thing off right here. And I'm gonna tell you why. Right underneath here, you probably can see these connection pieces. You got one here, and you got one the other side over here, right here. I don't know if you can see my finger. There we go, right here. Okay, this one controls the lights in your console. I mean your console and your cup holder. This one right here, right? But this one is to sense the key in your car for the key fob. If you damage this one here, you cannot start, or well, you can turn your car, but you cannot start it. It won't sense the key. So be very careful. Just push the pin in and wiggle it down. And that's all you gotta do is push the pin in, it slide right out. It's an easy connection right here. Push in, pull down. The other one's the same way. Come on around, you clamp on the side, you clamp it in, yank it off, clamp right here, pull it on off. Now, with that out of the way, you guys can probably see the dyno mat that's in here. All that shit I had to dampen the sound. I'm gonna put some more in here. See, to dampen the sound, I'm gonna come back and put some more shit. And here is the Barton, right? So, what I'm gonna end up doing right now, I'm going to put this in gear. That's second gear. I'm gonna leave it there. I can see my adjustments. I see how far it is over. You can see how that thing been trying to seat itself, but that's okay. And also, guys, you can take this whole complete top off. There's another top in there with the spring that you can take out to make this feel looser or stiffer. Right now, it feels virtually like it's stock. It takes a little bit more effort to put it in the gear and to go through the gears because it's trans-mounted, but it is what it is. But I can see my slots. If I'm a bedding man, because I feel the grooves when I'm going in the gear, since I feel like this way, what I probably need to do is slide it back to the, if I go this way, it's gonna hit the, I need to go back my way, I need to go back to the left. If I'm a bedding man, just a little bit. So all you gotta do basically is just put a little pressure and loosen these up. And it is a pain in the ass with one hand, but same thing. How are we gonna do? We're gonna slide back and forth. Now you might be wondering how I'm gonna test this out. Well, that's simple. I'll put my fucking knob back on here. It's not gonna be right now, but I really don't care. Put my knob back on here. Slob on the knob, like corn on the cob. Check in with me and do your job. Come on, you bitch. Get your ass in there. You son of a bitch. Sometimes shit just difficult as fuck with one hand. Come on. Get your ass on it. Come on, you bitch. Come on, you motherfucker, you. I swear, man. There we go. God damn. Okay. So, I'm gonna take this one off. Do loosen that one up just a little bit. Ain't got to loosen them a lot. And come back, same thing, loosen them up just a little bit. And all I'm gonna do now is just somewhat slide the cup back to the left just a little bit. Let me see my paw. Okay. Now I'm trying to do this, but it's hard to do when you're doing it yourself. So now that I got this up, side this slides left and right. You can probably see it moving. Now, so it was virtually sitting right here. So if I want to get it to go into the grooves, that's all the way over, like literally over. If I put it back in neutral, I probably can go a little bit more, right? But I don't want to do that. I want to put it in second gear, leave it, and there you go. Just that quick, you can't go in second. So now what you got to do, you have to adjust till you find second. Oh, camera phone flipped out. There we go. So now I know it's in second gear. Okay, so what I want to do now is kind of see how far I can go over left, right. And I see that's all the way over this way. So I'm pushing this way as far as I can go. That's how it was looking when I first took out the top. So I'm just gonna slide just a little bit back, just like that. And maybe a hair, maybe about right there. I don't want to do too much. And then what I'm gonna do, I'm going to lightly. I don't want to over tighten them right now, because when you go to tighten these damn things up, see, they have the tendency to want to move, and that one just did. So let me pause this and I'm gonna get it squared away. Okay, so now I got everything tightened up. So now what I'm gonna do, first off, let me get these bolts up from over here, because I'm gonna have to go on the test drive here in a second. Show you guys how I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna just set them right here for the time being. Now I'm actually putting back here in my son's cup holder in his high seat, so they can't go nowhere, because I don't want to lose these. So we're gonna take these, set them back here. Now, along with that too. Now, so what I'm gonna do now is pretty much just put the clutch in and go through the gear. So we know that's out of second. So first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth. They all feel kind of smooth. Second, first, snatching. Now it's easy to do with the cars off. Okay. Reverse, feels pretty smooth. Now what I gotta do is take this wire here and put it back in, because as you notice, it senses no key. No key is detected because this is disconnected. So take this and we're gonna plug this in. All I want to do is get the key to, there we go. It's easy to put two hands. Get that, don't want to snap nothing. Get that in there, and let's see if it detects the key. There we go. Now that time I ain't getting no issue, so came right on. Now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna disconnect it again. Now once I disconnect this and I turn the car off, I won't be able to turn it back on. Now this time I'm sit here, e-brake up. I'm gonna go through, turn that off. I don't want no distractions. We're gonna do all this here. There we go. What I'm gonna do now is pretty much go through the gears. And you can see right here, first gear is here. They feel a lot more smoother. Now right there felt like second gear, like it hesitated for a second. Now sitting neutral, sitting still, fourth gear felt all right. Sitting still is easy. The real test is gonna come when we drive this motherfucking thing. That's gonna be the real fucking test, is when you drive this motherfucking thing. So I'm gonna turn my radio down. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna ride around the block real quick, and I'm gonna see how this feels. Okay, it feels like it's going into gear. It's hard to drive with one hand. But let's see, like I said, it's in second gear right now. So let's see. It's gonna be loud, so I got the windows down. Let's do this here. Okay. Go down here. First gear. It's gonna be hard to do. Trying to drive. We're gonna drive normal, then spirits here. We're gonna see. That feels smooth. guys, it's gonna be very loud. So, cause like I say, all this is off. So I'm gonna put some more dampening stuff down there, so it's gonna be loud. But that feels pretty good right now. Feels all right. You just want to roll. You don't want to do anything stupid. Nothing too crazy. But I am going to get on it and try to snatch a gear. Like I said, it's all about finding the right gear. You don't want to be in the wrong fucking gear. It actually feels like it's shifting a lot better since I did that. So I don't think they had second gear completely dialed in. I've been driving that way for I have put my new transmission in February, March. So, but second gear has started to miss. And so I think that it finally worked its way out. Traffic might be a little bit fucking bad through here. It's gonna be kind of hard to do this. We're going to see. I just need to do a 1-2 pull. Let this motherfucker go. It's gonna be hard to do, man. We're gonna do it. I think we got it dialed in. I think we got it. I think we got it. I think we got it. Knock sensors got a little happy. That's fuel knock, but it went in smoothly that time. Let me turn around. It's hard to do. We're gonna do one more just to make sure. You roll into it. Knock sensors are a little bit happy, but traction control is on, so that feels perfect. So I'm not gonna do anything else. It's going into gear pretty smoothly. I said it's transmatted. It's going into gear pretty smoothly, so I'm not gonna do anything else. Easy third gear roll, just easy roll, not aim on the gas all the way. That felt pretty good. It feels pretty solid. So I'm gonna take this back to the house and put everything back together. So reverse order, but some people fuck this up. So put this boot on temporarily for right now. Now you come down, you got to go under here. This is where you got to be very careful. So gray, go to gray. So you probably can see what I'm doing here. Taking this piece here, the connectors. Let's see, gray. And it's gonna be, it's so easy to do this with two hands, but I'm trying to show you guys so you connect. I can do it. Shit. Let me show you guys. Okay. Goddamn. So we're gonna connect this. Gray one goes over here. Black one's gonna go right here. So easiest to do is to do the gray one first. So normally I let this slide straight down and my hand be behind it and I can feel the slide. I know exactly where it's at. It's right here. You guys probably can't see that. There you go, right, my hand right there. That's in. Take the black one and you probably can see right there. All that I'm gonna do, let this ease down a little bit so I can see down in there, just like that. Try to get that to focus for you guys right there. And what we're gonna do, you're gonna push it, and I felt it clip, so I know it's in there because I felt it clip. And just to make sure, sometimes I like to pull back. Pull back, that sounds so gay. And then until I heard that clip. I know you guys probably heard that little click, but it clicked. So now I know that's all in there. Open up your top, let this just kind of hang 10, just like this. So now that I got all that in there, we're going to adjust the boots. We'll go some shit out the way here. See what's holding up some stuff every now and then. Okay. Gotta ease shit back. There we go, just like that. So you already see I got the grooves where they need to go. So what I like to normally do when I push stuff down, I go through, start back here, click, click. I know it's in there, click, 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 click. I kind of rub the sides, make sure everything is seated firmly. Then all you do now is just grab the bolts, reverse order, put everything back. And I'm gonna show you guys how to adjust that boot here in a second. And my seat got scratched up. I got something for that came from the panels. So anyway, put the screws in just like it. Take the screwdriver. Yeah, the second gear shift is so much better, like so much better. Going to go through just like that. Remember, it's a size 7. You ain't got to over tighten this. You're just gonna get them tight, but not over tighten them. The moment they stop, you're good to go. Just like that. Once I feel it stop, I stop. I don't want to over tighten them. And I can also close this down. Grab 2 more. See how well fits wipe my seat. Normally, when I put that over there, what normally happens is it came from the panel where I had off the console panel. Those clips scratch up the seat, and I take a Armor All rag and kind of wipe that and they'll get that right out of there. Light scratches, nothing crazy. All right, get in there until I feel it stop. It's hard to see at this angle. There we go. What you not see on the phone? There we go. What you guys can see. If it focused the fuck up, there we go. Of course, it lose focus when it is convenient. But anyway, it's tight. So now, dump the screwdriver. I can kind of put this back in my console here. Dump that bitch. Now, what you can do now is take your panels. Remember, take your panels. They go just like this. The seams at the top. All you gotta do is line these motherfuckers up. Now I need to readjust my CS. I need to slide it back how I had to adjust them while I was driving. So slide it back far enough. All you gotta do is line them up, get them flush, and they go right back into fucking place. Once you get them lined up, just snap it in there, just like that. Then I can just hit my seat and go back to where it was. Come on this side over here, do the same goddamn thing. I'm sorry about my finger guys in the way. Same goddamn thing. And you see you got little grooves right here. Right, them grooves, all you're gonna do is line them on up with the white tabs. Make sure everything is flush. And it'll slide right into place. All right, like so, just like that. And they go right on. God, I need to clean my fucking car. Sorry about that, guys. I mean, you got kids and stuff. It's been raining off and on. It's just a pain in the ass. So now, here go the fun part. So what you need to do, right, if you got the particular shifter that I have, and I'm gonna show you how to fix the boot here in a second. Screw this down all the way, right, and then bag it up about a quarter of a turn or so. Then you're gonna put this on here, your knob, right? Slide on the knob like corn on the cob. Now this is gonna be a two-handed project, but once that stops, guys, all you're gonna do now is turn this, right, till you get it straight, okay? Try to sit this down. You guys can see what I'm gonna do here. Hopefully this phone won't fall the fuck over, but I have a feeling it will, so I need to put something where it can stay up. Okay, just like that now. So it's a two-handed job. So what I like to do, I like to kind of already start pre-bagging up the bolt. So I go up. You back the bolt up, right? So you loosen the bolt. So you go left with the bolt and you just hold it stationary. Now, once you get it that way, right, you can start to tighten against it. Now, I got this perfectly straight. All I'm gonna do at this point is take my wrench, 19-inch, a size 19 inch, size 19. Good Lord, today's been one of the long ass days. My neighbor that made it home. Take the wrench and hold it in place and just tighten it. Simple as that. It's easy. You don't want to strip the bolt. That's the last thing you want to do. You just tighten against it, hold the knob straight. And once you can't tighten it no more, that's the key to stop. Oh, see my ugly face? That is the key to stop. What I like to do, I like to turn it straight, and that's virtually straight. That's about as straight as you can get those numbers. You guys can see what I mean. It's virtually straight. Maybe from this angle here, I can kind of come back this way just a little bit, and that's about as good as you're gonna get it. You can't really get no better than that. Might can get a little tight. Yep, about good right there. I said my goal is not to strip that bolt. That's a lock bolt. You want to be able to get that off when the time is right. And like it's a little crooked from this angle. So once again, right there. And that's about it with that. Now, the final piece of this puzzle is fixing the boot. So the boot is easy. You have a slit, right? All you're gonna do is tuck this down and then pull this back over, just like that. And that is that. Now, if you want to know if the car can go into reverse or not, because I know you guys see me drive it, but you guys see me back it up because I pulled in because I'm going to do my oil catch cans and stuff. Take off my cover on my car, the engine cover. I'm tired of that motherfucker because it makes it harder to get my oil catch cans out. So, my kids' sunglasses, they be sitting down there. So what I'm going to end up doing is taking off the strut tower brace to get to the cover, right, for the car, the engine cover. Take that off, and then I'm gonna check my oil catch cans, and then I'm gonna put everything back minus the engine cover, because that's just a pain in the ass. So now you want to see if this car go reverse or not. All you gotta do, hit the button. Actually, let me put my foot. There we go. Thank you. There we go. Let it all load up. Now, if you want to see if it's going to reverse, gotta let everything power up, cycle up, of course. Now, what are you gonna do? There you go. Man, right into reverse, so I know reverse is there. I found it. Do it again. This one, if you get this particular Barton though, reverse is down. So down, up, over. It's not pull the cup and come up. This you gotta push down, up, and over. So I know reverse is there because when you go in reverse, the camera comes on. And that's that. Voila, guys. That is that. Again, I hope this helps everyone with the Barton install, but you have to find second gear. And like I say, it's not that hard to do. It's a little bit of a pain in the ass because the cup slides a little bit faster than what you want. It don't go little by little by little like that Greg right there just popped up today. It doesn't go little by little by little. So you have to, for me, put it in second gear. I seen people that do this. They don't put it in second gear. They leave it in neutral and slide the gear over. And I think that make it hard to find second gear. If you put it already in gear, in second gear, and go left to right, right to left, until you kind of can feel where it's hidden and where it's not hidden, that works. It worked for me. I don't know how they did up in Amco. I'm assuming they just put it in neutral and went left to right and then took it on a few test drive cycles. I did it in one bang. I seen where it was when I first put it in second gear, how the bolts were, and all I did was just went back just a little bit my way to the left to kind of get it to come back and to slide a little bit more. And that was that. I didn't come all the way back over to the left. I just nudged just a little bit. And second gear that time went in just like butter. Now, of course, I wasn't on the car all the way and traction control was on, so I know it's staying a little slow up top. But, you know, it's pulling timing from the fuel and all that shit. I got 93 from Chevron, not Shell today. Shell didn't have no 93, so I just sell for Chevron. But, I mean, the car's running healthy. And I really wasn't full throttling it, the fucking car. But it's running real healthy. So, that being said, guys, hope you guys enjoy. I got to go in here now and do an hour of cardio. And then tomorrow, or later on in the day, I'm going to come back out here and do my oil catch cans and shit. And, yeah, that'll be it for the 5-0 this week. Until next month. Big plans next month. Keep on the rap. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'm out, guys. Peace.